It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, after splitting their first two games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. And the Detroit Pistons, a solid defensive team, but their lackluster offense has held them back. What do they need to improve there, Kenny?
I think they just need some more outside shooting. Spread the floor, give their guys some driving lanes. You got a true center in Andre Drummond, so he needs some.
Well, guys, Stan Van Gundy was the head coach in Miami, Orlando, and now Detroit. Now, he's promised his wife that this is the last stop.
And DA, it's obvious that Stan has a real love for the game. Here's hoping he turns that storied franchise around. And in the early part of the season, Steve, talk about establishing chemistry as a team.
Well, a lot of times there's new players, new faces, so you want to get a chance.
New York. Oklahoma City. Noah the screen. Lure against Lee. 5 on the clock. From deep. Knocks down the three ball. Lee's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Easy Breezy, covered by Lee. Here's Ray. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Here's Lure. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Lee with the start.
of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Pistons shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And the first one goes.
John Lord, not a player you usually think about twice, but he was a solid contributor. Not the greatest of defenders, but he will always give you effort. Mostly deployed as a stretch forward.
Noah the screen. There's the screen. Lee passes to Noah. It's stolen. Ray up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
And here's Moutier. He dishes it to Beasley. Picked by Lee. Beasley kicks it to Noah. Shot up 2 there. Noah's got his first points of the night.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggle?
Lure the pass to Ray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by New York. Courtney Lee is on the wing, covered by Smith. Moutier kicks to O'Quinn. Noah with a screen on Lure. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's Wells. Here's Ray. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And you see the coach saying, no, no, no. Then yes, yes, yes.
Beasley sets a screen for Moutier. Wells comes with the double team. Now Moutier. It's tipped. It's taken away by Smith. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. No good from Ray.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
Beasley with outguarded by Wells. Beasley kicks to O'Quinn. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Pistons trail by 17. Smith dishes to Wells. Pass to Tolliver. Smith outside. Lure the screen. Smith inside. Defended by Moutier. Nice shot by Smith.
The defense slow to react that time. Smith makes them pay using his quickness.
Beasley sets a screen for Moutier. Pass to Beasley. And 101 left to play here in the first. And he comes up with the deuce. Beasley's got his second basket of the night. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here. Pass to Ray. Puts up a 3. They get it again. He gets it in there.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Noah with a screen on Lure. Lee outside. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Lee's got 8.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Ray the pass to Smith. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Buries it from 3-point range.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
Beasley outside. Shoots from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Beasley's got his third basket of the night.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Knicks lead by 17. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older.
Watching him kind of go through the process of
talking about taking the right course. We know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, he played, as did Blake, for their dad Tommy in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and share those experiences with you. Doesn't hurt to have a dad also who was a pro player either, and also a college coach.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
They've got Beasley, Kyle Quinn out there with Noah. Then it's Lee, and it's Moutier into the one. That's the 5 for New York right now. And O'Quinn kicks to Moutier. Out to Lee, beyond the arc. The shot, no good. And it's Detroit the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
And boy, how they were able to come back in the fourth quarter of that game, being down as much as they were, made it a really special win.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Moutier spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. Make me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you gotta have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. Gotta keep that edge and be prepared at all times.
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. And one strength, Greg, that this Knicks team has enjoyed the last couple of years has been their ability to win the rebounding game.
And that's back-to-back seasons, Kevin, in the top 10 for rebounding in terms of the Knicks. And it was something they wanted to improve upon starting a few years ago. They changed their rebounding trouble into a big asset moving forward. I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Wells with it, working on Beasley. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Dishes it to Moutier for the 3. Wells grabs the miss. And Jamie Wells, originally drafted by Portland, solid player out on the wing. He's always had a spot on the roster with his ability to make plays out on the perimeter.
And Wells' ability to make those plays has never been questioned. It's just his focus on the game, the mindset when he plays that has kind of gotten him in a little bit of trouble. But make no mistake, the talent is there. And they repeatedly thrust inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Well, it is something that every NBA player has and usually comes into the center. New York leading by 9. Lee kicks to Beasley. Screen by Lee. Beasley in the post. He's covered by Ray. Beasley the screen. Here's Moutier. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
He tries for 3. No good from Ray. New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, and they owe 5 of them. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Taking it to the glass with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 46. Smith outside. And it's Lure, top of the key. The pass to Ray. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Knicks leading by 13. Beasley up top. 8 points for him. And now the Pistons fast break. Wells is running. Great defense that time from Noah. New York's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Noah with a screen for Lee. Picked him clean. Here's Ray. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a look down the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Knicks.
And even when the deep three has been there, they've stayed away from it. They're working hard to get shots from close range, resisting that urge to get too loose with their shot selection.
Moutier kicks it to Noah. Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
And not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Ray the pass to Smith. Feeds to Tolliver. There's the pick. Lets a floater go, and it's Smith missing. The Knicks leading by 14. And there's the call on Easy Breezy. That's his first foul. Beasley pitch to Moutier. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Picked by Lee. Clock at 6. Wells with the steal.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
And so it's New York sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 4. Back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Porzingis with New York going with almost an entire new group. Joakim Noah's checked in for Enes Kanter. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Beasley's checked in for Troy Williams. And it's Lee in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Smith is out there with Easy Breezy. And there's Anthony Tolliver, and there's Wells, and it's Lure in at the center position. Bird kicks to O'Quinn. New York moving the ball around. Noah dishes to Beasley. Just 5 on the clock. Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Lee outside. Wells grabs the miss. Pistons trailed by 19. He feeds it to Smith. Lure sets the pick for Smith. Lure up top. Back to Smith. Lure sets the pick for Smith. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Smith's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Well, Smitty, we're in an era where there are just a handful of absolutely unreal scores. The Knicks leading by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Knicks.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys work just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Hey guys, was one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Porzingis.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Porzingis is out there with Beasley. Then there's Burke. Then it's Ennis Cantor. And it's Hardaway in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. And with Moutier, although he is a heavy rotation player, Greg, he is still somewhat of a project long-term.
You know, it isn't always easy to be patient with Moutier, but that's what is needed. Slowly improving his efficiency, which is a big issue for him. And you can see the raw potential, but he has a lot of smaller things to clean up.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Williams, here we go. Kicks it out to Beasley. Here comes the Moutier. Elbow shot. Green for 2 points. And the Knicks lead by 20.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Detroit, where the Pistons will be going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. With the new year getting ramped up, teams just getting into the swing of things. Kenny, some...
Oh, man.
Say what?
What?
You say something?
Nah, man, I'm just looking at my preseason stats, man. They're horrible.
I mean, you're horrible. What site is that you on?
Nba2k18.
Oh, yo. Hey, come here, man. You got to look at the in-house stuff. Man, that's just the box scores. Teams got high-speed cameras all around the arenas and the practice gym. Hey, tell this dude.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
This is the stats kid. The stats kid.
That's cool, too.
So how my rookie doing, man?
Hey, man, nice to meet you. I'm DJ.
He's actually doing really well. Your per possession stats, there's like 96 possessions in an average game. If you extrapolate those numbers based on...
DJ, don't you listen to this man. He's full of birdseed. You just keep your head in the game, okay?
Got it, coach.
Stats and possessions.
If you extrapolate those numbers based on the amount of possessions you play versus the raw totals.
The raw total? What about the cook total?
I don't understand.
If you extrapolate, your per possession stats project you as a starter.
See? That's my rook, boy.
Hey, man, I like the way you talking, man. Keep talking to me like that, bro.
Of course, if you need anything else, let me know.
All right, bro.
Numbers related, of course.
I like you, man. I like that dude.
Hey, he's a commodity around here, man, so use him wisely.
I'm gonna use him every day.
Just a reminder, folks, make certain to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, Cooper.
If you're looking for tickets to any upcoming printed game, visit the ticket booth on our team website or visit the
These are player stats, line schedules, and at the other. And now, starting at shooting guard.
We are live from the home of the Pistons, Citizens Arena in Detroit, Michigan. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sidelines. What was your game day routine like?
Well, it was simple. I didn't complicate things, Kevin. I tried to get a good meal. Was just beginning to learn how to eat properly and best for my body. And then I would always try to get an hour to 2 hour pregame nap. That goes all the way back to high school. I enjoyed just getting off my feet. Sometimes I would fall asleep completely. Other times I would just go into a light sleep. Just having that routine of resting before games was part of how I got ready to try to serve the other guys up.
And when you look at what the Pistons have done, it's clear this is a team that has a vision of who they want to be. Strong defensively, really good at rebounding the basketball, and I think deliberate and patient on the offensive side of the floor.
Now, here's McConnell. 6 to shoot. Off the screen. That one goes in.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly, especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
Releases. No good from Ray.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also filling the rim.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. Doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn this. You're actually earning it well right now.
Ball's not loose. Ilyasova a screen. Fultz the pass to McConnell. Here's Easy Breezy. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Now we'll go to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, he stressed to his players that it's all about the extra pass tonight. He said we have a bunch of guys who can score. As long as we keep everyone involved, our best defense is a good offense. So let's see if they keep the rock moving tonight, Kevin.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Yeah, I echo that, Greg. I mean, if they come out here as the aggressors and really get after it, I think it'll make things that much easier on them defensively.
Tolliver dishes to Smith. Shot clock at 6. No good from Ray. The 76ers trail by 6. Fultz kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to McConnell. From outside the arc. Fultz, no good.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Here's Ray. Gets that one in front. First one of the game after first three misses.
Defender a little hesitant off the resistance as he burst to the hoop.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a desperate disadvantage.
You know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
McConnell passes to Sharich. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Lure the screen. Now Wells. Last game we saw him score 13. Puts it up. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
And it's good for 2. McConnell's got his second bucket of the night. Detroit leading by 7. And here's Smith. 14 points from him the last game against New York. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 10 short, but it's good at the front iron. And the Pistons lead by 9.
And if you set a screen for Smith, the defense is really in trouble. I mean, his release is really tough to contest in that situation. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Wells dishes to Smith. Passes to Ray. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Rashawn Holmes is checked in for Fultz. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Now here's Wells. He's covered closely. Here's Ray. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2 for Detroit. Ray.
The first one falls. He hits both from the strike. McConnell. And no good. Blake Griffin getting it done for the Detroit Pistons. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, hey, listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they they've done that. And then listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far for the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Rolling, absolutely rolling. Flat out killing it beyond the arc.
We got Wells. Easy breezy out there with Smith. Then it's John Lewis. And it's Tolliver in at the power forward position. That's the group for Detroit.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces. And Drummond goes to the basket. And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
And here we go, the Pistons fast break.
The tenacity, the attention to detail. It's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Here's Sharge, and that one goes off. We were talking about the fits for these young Sixers. Jam in recent seasons in their function.
They were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
The pass to Holmes. And here's McConnell. And no good. The try-spell continuing for him. Smith inside. He's covered by McConnell. And it's Smith missing.
And that layup is usually going in, especially the defense is as lazy as that.
McConnell with it. Screen by Sharge. McConnell kicks to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. Another miss by Philadelphia.
They're really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
You know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. It's not working.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Outplayed in the previous game. Philadelphia's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. To the middle. Stolen by Lure. Now here's Wells. Philadelphia's and the dunk by Wells.
Wells is tenacious on the drive. Amazing at finishing with strength and power.
Now here's Ilyasova. 9 points last game. Sharge. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Easy Breezy. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. He's again, and stolen by Ilyasova. Now McConnell. He feeds it to Sharge. Back to McConnell. Shot clock at 6. Lure against Sharge. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
It's in a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside shots.
Really good point, Greg. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
Bellinelli passes to Sharge. basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Hey, you can sink these with your eyes closed or blindfolded. So close, so deep inside. Great bucket.
Smith outside. There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. From deep three-point range, no good from Ray. And here's McConnell. Here's Bellinelli. Back to McConnell. Over Smith. Shot by McConnell, no good. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 17-4 run right now. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Wells. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
McConnell kicks to Bellinelli. Ilyasova a screen. Here's Sharge. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Detroit, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. They've been playing some ferocious defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands. And, well, Detroit shooting an efficient 53% from the field. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Bellinelli is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Sharge, and there's Fultz, and it's Redick, and at the 2-go. And it's good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
And Fultz gets it to go.
He's got great confidence, Kevin. Markelle Fultz is a terrific scorer. Fills it up in no time.
Here's Ray. It's blocked. They retain possession. In the corner, it's Griffin. And he's good on the 3-ball. Griffin's got 24.
No explanation for giving up these wide open looks. Total breakdown. Unacceptable defense.
Here's Fultz. Rebound Andre Drummond. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. All good from Ray.
Okay, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Blake Griffin's got 5 assists tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Philadelphia moving the ball over. Ilyasova sets a screen for Redick. Lets it go from 11. Count that bucket.
Let me tell you what, with the long-range game Redick has, you can sometimes forget how good his mid-range game is, too.
Ennis kicks to Griffin. Here's Ray. No good on the 3. Now Bellinelli. The dish to Redick. From the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting out rebound.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Stolen. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Pikes dishes to Ennis. Feeds it to Drummond. Pass to Ray. And stolen by Reddick. And here we go. Fultz heading to the basket. Finished off the break. Fultz has got 4 this quarter.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
This is a Durant. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Bellinelli kicks to Fultz. And it's set back by Drummond.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something that also to take great pride in. So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Sharich. Anderson comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Luwawu is checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9 poked away. So it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Anderson outside. Ilyasova a screen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2. And Clark, just how important to a team is it to have a veteran presence on it? How did the vets on the Pacers help you when you were a rookie or a young player in the league?
You know what? I think it's invaluable, Kevin. I was a 21-year-old rookie. I left after my junior year at Ohio State. And veteran players, Herb Williams, have been there a year or two. Guys like Billy Knight and George Johnson, Butch Carter were around. And having those guys talk about what it takes, and we were a very young team and had young veterans, but still they were invaluable in terms of giving you an example of how to go about your business to be successful as a pro.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Anderson passes to McConnell. Clock at 4. Shoots from 12. That shot misses. And Detroit the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Anderson outside. Lets it go with the 3. A shot by McConnell, no good.
Yeah, he's costing him right now, sabotaging him a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
And now the 76ers on the break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bottom and don't let them set up the defense.
That's his first.
And in 2016, the new front office has taken over in Philadelphia. The new team motto, process to progress. They're looking to turn the corner here.
Johnson, he's checked in for Detroit. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Holmes checked in. And the previous Sixers front office, distinguished by their patience in rebuilding and, acquiring draft picks. That was the way they were going to build that team. Clark, do you think the Sixers will continue to show that patient approach?
Well, I think they're going to blend it. They're ready to push their chips in and try to win some games now. They want to be a playoff team as soon as possible. You can't continue to lose forever. They want to start winning, and they're on their way.
McConnell kicks to Anderson. Holmes, that's a screen. Anderson passes to Luau. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the call on easy breezy. That's his first foul. Anthony Tolliver was checked in for Blake Griffin. McConnell kicks to Anderson. Holmes, that's a screen. Luau. Johnson gets the bucket.
You know, Amir Johnson is a problem inside. A big, powerful guy who's able to use his size well close to the bucket.
Here's Ray. Second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Holmes, that's a screen. Now the feed to Anderson. Pass to McConnell. Fires at the elbow. They grab their own miss. Johnson. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's his first. You know, you look at Johnson, he's in that upper echelon when you talk about offensive rebounders, so you've got to account for him.
And while most teams are moving in the direction of attacking from three-point range or inside, Greg, this Pistons team will still look to make a living in the mid-range game.
Yeah, and the Pistons right at the top of the NBA in terms of the highest percentage of their points coming from the mid-range. Almost 20% of their points coming from that area. You have to play to the strengths of your team, even in an ever-evolving game right now. That's where their bread is buttered.
Anderson passes to Holmes. McConnell with it. And the pass to Luau. From deep. Detroit with the rebound to the wing right side. No good from Ray.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
The NBA has made some adjustments to prevent the hack-to-shack strategy, fouling big men who can't make free throws. It still happens. Clark, is it always going to be a part of the game, do you think?
I think it will be part of the game, and I don't necessarily like it. I would much rather see the rule be changed because I think it just enhances the quality of the product. Some would argue the strategy should be on board for poor free throw shooters. I disagree.
Kicks it to Bites. Tolliver dishes to Drummond. Shoots over Holmes. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Silva is checked in from Amir Johnson.
76.
Philadelphia's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Holmes, that's a screen. Here's Luau, and it's sent back by Drummond. Holmes, good. The Pistons shooting 51%. Drummond, the screen, passes it to Ray. 4 on the clock, off the screen, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And a pretty screen set for him that time, and he doesn't double around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Free throw good from Ray. Mark, if you were coaching a team, you had 1 shot to win a game on the line, which player in the league would you want to take that shot?
I like a lot of guys for last shot circumstances. LeBron James is always on my list. Kyrie Irving is at the top of my list. Damian Lillard is a killer. Isaiah Thomas, the little big man, is phenomenal in those kind of late game situations. But I think I'm going to tip my hat to Kyrie Irving. Uncle Drew is my guy.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Detroit.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game to that team.
I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And you see the contributions from a role player from the team, and you can't help but appreciate what an excellent game it was for Easy Breezy.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now, here's McConnell. Holmes sets a screen. Out to the wing. Here's Luau. Back to Ilyasova. No good with the triple. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
From downtown. Rebound by the 76ers. And here's McConnell. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd that they're moving it.
And, you know, this game could really... But they are playing at their best. I mean, being here no doubt helps. And the execution was...
Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
DJ, great game. Thanks, Char. Am I blowing up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, Kenny here, man. I have to say, this game wasn't even close. Congrats on the win. Now, do you feel this is one of your better team wins?
Yeah, Kenny, I do. It's definitely one of our best games. You know, I felt like the team did a really good job of executing and what we wanted to do on both ends of the court. And, you know, we were able to play a complete game, start to finish. You know, it's games like this that make me love playing with everyone on this team. And, you know, a win like this makes you really excited for the next game on the schedule.
Man, you guys look like cats playing with its prey.
That's what we were doing.